Disney Infinity came from this idea that we had in developing the Toy Story 3 video game, working with Avalanche Studios. They had the idea of doing half of the game like a traditional game based upon a movie, where the gameplay is pretty much parallel to the story that went on in the movie. And then they had this really genius idea of saying, why can't we just create a world where the player can interact with the toys in the way that Andy or Bonnie would be interacting with the toys themselves, and do whatever they want with the toys, and have non sequitur play, and have fun with it, and be very creative. And we were so excited about that. And so we created, and it was called the Toy Box section of the Toy Story 3 video game. So we said, this is pretty cool. And it was really fun to play with, and very creative. And we thought, how can we expand this? Do we just do more play sets in the Toy Story world? And then the idea came of, how can we expand this beyond Toy Story? Can we take that concept and include characters from other Pixar and Disney films? And we thought, I usually am against taking characters from our multiple movies and putting them in the same world, because they're not from the same world. The Incredibles are not from the same world as Sully and Mike from Monsters, right? But if they were the toys from the Incredibles and the toys from Monsters Incorporated, and you start playing with them together, that makes sense. I buy that they can come together that way. And so that was the foundation of the storytelling and bringing the Disney Infinity and all of these characters and worlds together. And we came up with a design aesthetic that's very beautiful, a stylization of each of the characters. And so we wanted to bring them together in a way that you could play in a very unique way. And I believe in doing everything we can to help promote creativity with people. And so we built this whole section of Disney Infinity that is so creative. It is about how you build the worlds and how you can do whatever you want, and you learn about these things, and you can keep adding on to it, and you can pull in characters from multiple Pixar films and multiple Disney films together, and it's so creative. And what I get excited about Disney Infinity the most is what has yet to come. What we're going to see when it gets out there in the world with the users all over the world, young and old, boys and girls, men and women, coming together and creating something that we can't even imagine. And that's pure creativity, and that's what I think is so exciting, you know. And Disney Infinity is, I think, one of the most creative things that has ever been made in the interactive world.
How involved are you in this project?
I was really involved in the early stages of Disney Infinity, and working with the amazing artists at Avalanche Studios, and bringing them to Pixar and to Walt Disney Animation Studios, and getting all the directors and storytellers and artists and animators together to try to make this really great. And, you know, to me, I believe in making something that's the highest quality you can. And so we kept challenging them that we wanted to look beautiful. We wanted to come up with a great design aesthetic. We wanted the motion to be great. We wanted the play, this creativity that you could build to be, you know, as imaginative as we can. And so we kept working with them to get the storytelling right, to get the look of it right, and all that stuff. But it was a tremendous collaborative effort between myself, the artists at Pixar and the Walt Disney Animation Studios, and the incredible group at Avalanche who actually created the game. They're phenomenal. And so I think it's one of the most collaborative efforts that's ever happened with Disney Interactive.
How have you seen the advent of technology enhance today's toys?
Well, to me, play is creativity, and creativity is play. And I love bringing new technology in to enhance the creativity of kids' play. So often we've seen toys where it does everything for you, and the child just sits back and watch the toy. To me, that's not promoting a child's creativity. And so I love when technology is used to really let kids expand their play in ways that's so inventive. And I think Disney Infinity is one of the most creative uses of new technology to expand a child's, if anybody's, play, you might say, or promote their creativity. It's really special.
How have you seen the shift from games being based on a movie to games expanding a film's experience play out over the years?
When we started creating video games based upon our movies, in the early days, it was really kind of the story of the game was paralleling the story of the movie. And then we started really recognizing we created a pretty special world. And we have these really appealing characters with very special abilities. Why not let's give them an adventure in the video game, the interactive world, that's different than just the story that they told, and try to expand beyond that. And I think really with a Toy Story 3 game and the part that's the toy box part, took that to a level that I've never seen before in the way that you can interact with everything in your world. And then Disney Infinity takes it to the next level, beyond infinity, really, in how you can interact with this world in a creative way. So it reflects the storytelling that's in each of the movies that came from, and especially the worlds that we've created, and the unique abilities of each of our characters because of those stories. But it makes it so you can do kind of whatever you want in that world, in the same way that you can on a bedroom floor with a pile of toys and just make believe, and it's just like that. But the stuff moves and it explodes, and there's water, and you can fly, and there's physics of stuff. You can knock things over. It's fantastic. I mean, it's really exciting how you can really push this.